Hello and welcome. Glad you've all tuned in. And we're here with the first teasers of Prince Harry's documentary, which will be out. As we know, Prince Harry spoke to ITV, and the Duke of Sussex spoke publicly for the first time about one of his many legal battles against the tabloids, saying his experience with the British press led to, quote, a lot of, I guess, paranoia, fear, worry, concern, distrust in the people around you, end quote. So this is him speaking in an upcoming documentary called Tabloids on Trial, which is set to air in the UK on ITV and streamer ITVX on July the 25th. And Prince Harry spoke about his case against MGN, Mirror Group newspapers. Last December, a judge ruled extensive, in quotes, phone hacking had taken place in relation to Harry and awarded him £140,600, that's about $180,000, to cover his hurt, in quotes. In the documentary, Harry described the judge's ruling as, quote, a monumental victory, saying, quote, to go in there and come out and have the judge rule in our favor was obviously huge, end quote. He went on to say, quote, but for him to go as far as he did with regard to, this wasn't just the individual people. This went right up to the top. This was lawyers, this was high executives, and to be able to achieve that in a trial, that's a monumental victory, end quote. The article goes on here to say that speaking about one of the headlines dissected during the trial, referencing the prince's then girlfriend Chelsea Davy, Harry said, quote, Harry's girl to dump him. Seems as though they knew something before I even did, end quote. He went on to say, quote, I think there's a lot of, paranoia, fear, worry, concern, distrust in the people around you. Clearly, a headline like that has absolutely no public interest whatsoever, end quote. Harry continued, quote, there's a big difference between what interests the public and what is public interest. So what happens in my private life between myself and my then girlfriend is exactly that, between us, end quote. And when asked whether the hacking made Harry paranoid, he replied, quote, I think paranoia is a very interesting word because, yes, then it could be paranoia, but then when you're vindicated, it proves that you weren't being paranoid. Same with my mother, end quote. He went on to say, quote, there is evidence to suggest that she was being hacked in the mid-90s, probably one of the first people to be hacked, and yet still today, the press, the tabloid press, very much enjoy painting her as being paranoid. But she wasn't paranoid. She was absolutely right of what was happening to her, and she's not around today to find out the truth, end quote. Harry has also filed suits against News Group newspapers, publishers of The Sun, and associated newspapers, publishers of the Daily Mail in the past few years. Harry also told the documentary that his determination to fight the tabloids had destroyed his relationship with his family, saying, quote, that's certainly a central piece to it. But that's a hard question to answer because anything I say about my family results in a torrent of abuse from the press. I've made it very clear that this is something that needs to be done. It would be nice if we, did it as a family. I believe that again from a service standpoint. And when you are in a public role, that these are the things that we should be doing for the greater good. But I'm doing this for my reasons, end quote. And the Duke of Sussex went on to say, quote, I think everything that's played out has shown people what the truth of the matter is. For me, the mission continues, but it has, yes. It's caused, as you say, part of a rift, end quote. In response to the documentary, Mirror Group newspapers say, quote, we welcomed the judgment in December 2023 that gave the business the necessary clarity to move forward from events that took place many years ago. Where historical wrongdoing took place, we apologize unreservedly, have taken full responsibility, and paid compensation, end quote. So there we have it as we look forward to the Duke of Sussex's full interview to ITV documentary Tabloids on Trial, where he, of course, has reflected on the court ruling that he was the target of unlawful information gathering by Mirror Group newspapers. So I love that. The fact that he says that he is still on that mission, we applaud him. And, it's so heartfelt that in, these few notes that we have here, he did wish that he was on this campaign with his family members, because for them, this is something that they have experienced firsthand. They've been hacked, and it would have been fantastic, as he said, from a service standpoint, in quotes, for them to do this as a public duty for the greater good. But you know what? We're gonna continue to root for you, Prince Harry. I love the fact that he brought up how his mother had been hacked by tabloid journalists, and even though people had said she was paranoid and had called into question her ability to assess her environment and what was going on about her, that in fact it was because, as we have now learned, there was that extensive phone hacking that had taken place in the tabloids. So we're continuing to pray for Harry as well as he continues on with his other court cases. And I truly do hope that the British public do take this close to their hearts, because in fact, Harry, he is doing this, as he said, he may have his own reasons, but at the end of the day, this is to ensure the type of news and consumption that is guaranteed, especially in the UK, that it does come from a place that is well sourced, that is not breaking the law, and does not result in the hurt of those who are being covered. And I love there's this quote by Denzel Washington. He said sometimes he noted that the press, segments of them, they wanted to be first, but not necessarily wanted to be right. So I'm truly hoping for there to be a change moving forward. And we are just looking forward to this documentary. So share your thoughts on this in the comment section below. So as always, before we log off, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you to you. Deborah, thank you for being a blessing towards this channel and giving so faithfully. May God bless you. I appreciate you, and I'm so blessed to know you. Thank you. A very special thank you to you, TB. It's a beautiful life. Thank you for choosing to come along with me here on this YouTube journey. I'm so moved by the kindness and love and care that you have shown to me. You are such a tremendous boost and a blessing to all of us here. Thank you. And now a very special thank you to those of you who gave during the last live. A special thank you to you, Rafaela Bertoni. Thank you for always being so kind and giving towards me here on this channel. I'm always so happy to have you when you join the chat, and of course for the way that you go above and beyond to show your generous love and support. We love you. I love you. Thank you. And now a very special thank you to those of you who gave through super thanks. A very special thank you to you. Patricia Crenshaw, thank you for being such a generous and beautiful soul. I appreciate you for all the love that you continue to show here. May God bless you. Thank you. And a very special thank you as well to you, Sandra Hill. Thank you for being a member as well on this channel and for giving through super thanks. You are valued and precious to me. I appreciate you for the kindness. This community here on this channel is so much better because you are a part. Thank you. So once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially. Thank you for your generosity and support. And if you liked this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and also follow on Twitter or X. I'd love to see you there as well for more informal posts. So keep it here for more. And remember, the interview airs on the 25th, and there's going to be a lot to discuss. So keep it here for more. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.